Revelio. Revelio.
Fascinating, truly fascinating. Wish I had the energy.
Revelio. This looks intriguing. Revelio. Nice to see you again.
Likewise.
I'd like to ask you,
What would you like to know?
would you mind...
You may have heard the good news that the infamous thieving troll has been dispatched. Was a time I believed that the troll's presence was good for business. Folks were more... But I must confess that the absence of that monster is likely to make Cambridge a far more welcoming place.
How did you come to live...
I've only been here a few years. Used to... One day. So I eventually returned. I shall live out my days.
And what sort of things...
Potions.
And what do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Revelio. 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 Alohomora. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. 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 Professor Howin will never believe this. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Revelio.
You're back. Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. we looking for today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
I don't have anything for this at the moment. Revelio. Off on another adventure, are we?
Ally and friend.
Not sure why I should have to pay for fizzing whizbees from a tunnel that anyone could have found. But oh well.
Hello, Adelaide. I received your owl.
Thank you for coming. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the gob. He normally sends me owls every week when he... In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumors that goblins may have been involved. Should I be worried about my uncle?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade... She's convinced he can handle himself. But could you try to find out for me?
Has your uncle traded?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot. Insisting that he does it for me, between robes and supplies, attending. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me.
I'll try and look into it for you, Ad.
Thank you. He's very thorough, and in fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got?
There you are. The Cross One's duelist to beat.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
Hello again, Adelaide.
Still nothing, I'm afraid. As I mentioned, he.
The Pinch Smedleys will always look upon you as a trusted ally and friend.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the Highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Oh, hello. I'm Amit. We met in potions class. I'm happy to report that we've yet to have any explosions in this class.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. come find me there afterwards and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
Professor Shah's just about as cold and distant as the bloody stars she wants us to chart. Not how I wanted to spend my evening.
Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy tables that you can't learn from a cup of tea leaves.
Our meat thinks he knows everything. Even told me he can speak gobbledygook. Sounded like gibberish to me.
I had heard about these odd stone tables out in the Highlands. Perhaps that's what Professor Shah was talking about. Confringo! Accio! Arresting momentum! Revelio!
The constellations are beautiful. Not sure they're worth dying of a cold for, but they are.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. A lot of good that did. How am I supposed to find Syria for my hand looking cold using a telescope? It's a dog, isn't it?
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
Incendio!
Professor Shah, I'm in...
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial, of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know? Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
Am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most feeble, especially in its nonsensical practice of astrology. Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries stellar and lunar, the other is mere lunacy.
You mentioned astronomy tables earlier in class. What were you talking about?
Long ago, devotees of the astral arts set up stone slabs across the countryside. They are ideal for studying constellations near and far. For centuries, wizards made use of these astronomy tables for stargazing. Sadly, they have since become mere monuments to the intrepid intellectual pursuits of a bygone epoch.
Thank you, Professor.
I am glad to hear it.
Revelio.
The perfect night for... Oh, hello again.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I had expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes. What is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
Ah, I had a feeling there would be a catch to that telescope.
No. I certainly wasn't trying to bribe you or anything. But, are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Oh, no need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go then. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Amit.
Oh, sir?
Why are you so fascinated?
I suppose because there is there is plenty to learn about a lot of subjects, but astronomy seems limitless. They are forever discovering new moons and stars. In fact, according to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library...
Actually, that...
Oh.
Revelio. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Revelio.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gate, and your contribution was invaluable.
Whatever you say, Amit. Whatever you say.
Oh, you wait. You are going to be quoted saying just that. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous, thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I
hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Never do get tired of seeing the astronomy tower at night. What a view.